Hello, everyone. My name is Kory. I'm a professional services architect with SnapLogic. Today, I'm going to do a quick demo of GenAI Builder, and I'll be sourcing PDF files from S3 and try to use that as some intelligence for a chatbot. So what's my problem? I have PDF files sitting out in S3. They contain a mix of text and graphics, and I'm trying to build this chatbot intelligence. So the way that I'll do this, I'll read files from S3 using SnapLogic's IAP, parse them, then use the LLM snaps that we have created recently to translate that structured data and create a callable API that uses that LLM. So let's go ahead and get into our demo. Let's first look at what prerequisites we have. So we need some kind of a chatbot user interface. So I have one that someone has created, I'll be using. We need a Pinecone account that I have already gone to create. I'm just using their free tier at this point. I did create it with an index of 1,536 dimensions, which is their max. That has been our typical default that we're using with these accounts. We do have an OpenAI account that we have here at SnapLogic, so I'll be using that. And I do have some source data that I've downloaded for another project. And of course, I do have access to our SnapLogic IAP. So taking a further look, let me get my SnapLogic up. SnapLogic chatbot that has been created. Right now, there's really no intelligence to it. So if I ask it pretty much any question, I'm going to get a response back that is basically, "I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that." So my very HAL 9000-esque response. I've created a kind of a shell or skeleton API. I can see the response that I'm sending back with the expected formatting of that JSON object going back to my chatbot. So right now this is set up just using a triggered task. So very simple, but we need to add the intelligence to it. So let's take a look at what that's going to require. We need to load our data into a vector database. That's our Pinecone. So we'll read the data, we'll chunk it, we'll do some embedding and then map the data to go into the vector DB and finally insert. So let's start there. So we'll start with our loader pipeline. So I'm going to go ahead and get things started. I'm going to time lapse this so that we don't step through each and every step of this, but I will not hide anything from you. In fact, let's go ahead and even bring up a timer so that we can kind of keep track of how long this is taking. So there we have it. I've created everything that I need for my chatbot AI, where I have loaded my vector database and then created the API, which can call into that vector database and return my chat GPT-like response, asking a question on how to prevent my dog from peeing in the house, and again, a very detailed response back, as well as listing all of the data sources that it pulled from to create that chatbot AI. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful.